Hello everybody, how are you? I hope you are fine. I'm Mrs. Amal. I'm going to continue our curriculum of O-level first prep. I'm going to start with Unit 9. I have already explained the first part of it in the two classes, but I'm going to re-explain this part again because of the absence of the students. Okay, there were some students who were absent, so I'm going to re-explain it from the beginning. Okay, now let's start with page 22. Adventure. We have some sports and we are going to match these sports with their photos. Okay, we have diving, kayaking, mountain biking, rock climbing, sailing, trekking, windsurfing, ziplining. Okay, as for kayaking is a kind of a sport in which you one or two ride on a narrow boat. Okay, as for trekking, it's going on a long journey, to go on a long journey. And ziplining, it's a sport in which you move, you swing on a rope from a high place to a lower one. Okay, let's start with these photos or these pictures. Okay, number one is, yes, windsurfing. Number two is sailing, very good. Number three is diving, of course. Number four is, yes, rock climbing. Number five, it's zip lining. And number six is, yes, mountain biking. And number seven is kayaking, going on a narrow boat. And the last one is trekking. Number 8 is trekking. Okay, we have an exercise on your workbook. Okay, on page 84. Page 84 in your workbooks. Okay, now let's start. Number 1, we can't go today because there is no windsurfing. Number 2, you need to do this sport. All you need to do this sport is a boat and some wind. Yes, sailing. Number 3, I love going down rivers. It's usually very quiet. Yes, kayaking, very good. Number 4, we sometimes go for 2 days or more, usually across the desert. Yes, it's trekking. And number 5, I love this sport because I'm good at swimming under the water. Of course, it's diving. And the last one, you start really high but you finish on the ground, you go very fast, and this is zip lining. Okay, now we have another exercise on this vocabulary: adventure, guide, journey, tent. Okay, number one, a person who shows a place to tourists, it's a guide. And number 2, a long trip from one place to another, it's a journey. Number 3, an exciting experience when something unusual or dangerous happens, it's adventure. The last one, number 4, something you sleep in when you go camping, and it's a tent. Okay, now number 1 in exercise number 2 is tent. Number 2, we want to have a space to show us the market because what? Because they know all the best places to shop. Number 2 is guide. And number 3, they took 4 days to cross the desert. It was a difficult journey, very good. I don't want to have an space on holiday, I want to sleep by a pool, it's a, yes, adventure, very good. I don't want to have an adventure. Okay, now back to the student book. Okay, the grammar of this unit is about future with going to. Of course, you have studied it before. Let's have a quick explanation for its usages. Okay, when do we use future with going to? We use future with going to, okay, in 2 cases. Okay, first, to talk about future plans and future intentions, future plans and intentions. Okay, we have some examples. Example number 1. Okay, Tim is going to spend this evening with his friends. Okay, we have here a plan and intention. Okay, we are going to have dinner with our cousins tomorrow. Intentions and plans also. Okay, what about the second usage? The second usage is expectations with evidence. Expectations with evidence. If you have an evidence, okay, and you are making an expectation. Okay, for example, we have about 2 or 3 examples here. Look at that queue. It's going to take hours to get the concert tickets. Okay, so you have the queue in front of you, so you can say that it's going to take you a long time to take or to get the concert tickets. And what about the second example? They are not playing well. I think they are not going to win the match. We have another example. Why are you turning on the DVD player? Because I'm going to watch a film or a movie. And the third example, okay, or the fourth one, when something is going to happen. So for example, look, their cars are going to crash. Watch out, you are going to crash. You are going to fall. Okay, so if you have something that is going to happen you and you have an evidence, okay, you can use going to, future with going to. Okay, what about the negative form? You just add not to verb to be. Okay, for example, here we are going, it will be, if we are going to change it into negative, we are not going to have. Here it's going to take, it's not going to take. Okay, they are not going to win. This is the negative. So the negative we just add not to verb to be. What about the question form? The question form you start with verb to be. For example, why are you? So you start with the verb to be, okay, put it before the subject. Okay, and we have another example. We don't have another example, it's okay. We can form another example. What are you going to do tomorrow? Are you going to come with us? Are you going to the match? Are you going to the match? So all these are examples for questions with going to. Okay, we have here an example. Okay, your workbooks, page 84. Page 84, okay. We have here an example, rearrange. Number 1, it's already answered. And number 2, where, what, tomorrow, you going to, are. Of course, what are you going to, what are you going to wear tomorrow? Very good. And number 2, going next, what, Saturday, or do you to. So it will be what are you going to do on next Saturday? What are you going to do next Saturday? And number 3, do are going to, you homework, your eat before this evening, you. Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds or 10 seconds. Try to rearrange this sentence. It's a long sentence, okay? Yes. Are you going to do your homework before you eat this evening? Again, are you going to do your homework before you eat this evening? And the last one, look, this evening, cook this evening, your is going to meal who? Okay, I'm waiting. Right, who is going to cook your meal this evening? Who is going to cook your meal this evening? Very good. Okay, now I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to start a new one in order to be easy to to download or to be uploaded. Okay, goodbye for now.